Hi, friends. About a week or so ago, I did a reading on Donald Trump's health for the next 3 months. What I'd like to do today, though, I'd like to pin it down, and I'm going to ask the courts what exactly could be some of Donald's health issues. Now, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, and whatever we get is just allegedly. But I was just decided to ask the courts and see if we could come up with some things that may be an issue when it comes to his health. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I mixed two oracle decks together. And they're both decks to have strong messages, so I thought that would make give us a good reading on what's actually going on with him. So I'm going to pull cards until I feel like we have an answer, and then I'll stop. What or what could be some of Donald Trump's health issues? Okay, we've seen him looking like he's off balance a little. Um, we've also seen the bruises, his swollen ankles, and all that. So, people are speculating, but I'd like to see what the courts say when it comes to Donald Trump. And like I said, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a physician, I'm just reading cards. What could be the issue? Okay, so let's go on. Okay, now the first card that I pulled was elusive. It says dishonesty, deception, and trickery. So I'm thinking maybe this card right here may insinuate that he does have health issues and maybe he's trying to deceive. Might be some deception here. Maybe he doesn't want people to know that he's ill, or maybe the doctors aren't telling him the whole truth. Could be either way, but it's some type of trickery here, some type of deception, some type of dishonesty. So I think in that last reading, I did say that somebody that's close to him may leak um, and tell some of his medical issues. So might be something that we can look to see in the future. Maybe somebody that's going to tell what's wrong with him. Okay, next card says the breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. So maybe he's overwhelmed. The man is almost 80 years old. And they have him going, flying on these planes across the world and flying for 15, 16 hours. And, that would be hard on anybody. So maybe he's feeling like, I'm so tired of this. This is the limit. This is the last straw. I'm overwhelmed. He may be feeling overwhelmed here. Next card says rejection. Rejection. Can you see that? And it says abandon, dismiss, irrational fear. Okay, so, Donald Trump is the person that wants people to like him. And he's probably is feeling a whole lot of rejection because maybe he didn't think that the pushback was going to be this strong when it comes to his policies. So he probably is feeling abandoned. He's probably feeling rejected. And he's got a lot of irrational fear. Maybe he's looking over his shoulder because he cannot really trust the people that's around him. And he knows that a portion of the American society does not approve of him. So that's causing stress. Okay, running, it says, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Okay, so I think that's how he feels. If he could, he would just get up and run and just ghost the whole situation. He feels like disappearing. He feels like he wants to be invisible, just go on and live his life. I don't really think, in my opinion, this is my opinion, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't think he really wanted to be president. I think he just ran because that would cut down on some of the trouble that he was having. And he really doesn't feel like it. This man is 79, getting ready to be 80 almost. And he's tired. And so he feels like running away. He wants to go somewhere and enjoy the last few years he has and go golfing and do all that. So he's not really feeling his job. Okay, now the next card, look at this. This says shallow. Can you see that shallow? Hollow, empty, boredom. Okay, so like I said, he's not enjoying this at all. He's not enjoying being president. He's feeling hollow. He's feeling empty. He's feeling bored. He doesn't want to go to all these meetings. He doesn't want to talk to all these people coming from overseas trying to get something from him. He's tired of this. He's sick of them. And he's got to smile, got to act like he's welcoming them here. And he doesn't want to be bothered with them. He is tired. Okay. Okay. All right. Next card says broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Okay. Now here's a card that may insinuate something is wrong with his heart. It says heartbroken, destroyed. So I'm thinking it's a problem with his heart. I think he has a problem with his heart. And I think that may be evident with the swollen ankles too. Because when you have heart issues, your lower legs and limbs will swell as well as your stomach too. You'll swell up. So I think he might have a heart issue here. All right. Now, this is what I said. He's exhausted. It says exhaustion, depletion, drain, long journey. Yeah, he's tired of these long journeys. He's tired of all these meetings, and it's depleting him. He probably feels depleted with whatever physical issue he's having, with his body. And then he's got to go to all these meetings and trips and sign this bill and sign that bill. It's almost like now, this is my opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. It's almost like these donors of his and people around him are just pushing him. They don't care. Just here, you got to do this. They're trying to get as much of their agenda in before he would actually get sick. I don't think they really care about him. Come on, you need to do this. You need to sign this. You need to get rid of this. They're trying to get their agenda. Some of these things are probably not even his agenda. They're probably his donors, his sponsors, these oligarchs. And they're actually pushing this man, I think, in my opinion, to get as much done as possible before he gets sick. He needs to dump him. All right, now part of it is time too. Part of it is just he's just too old. He's old. Waiting, cycles, moments. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think it's just he's just too old for this. He's in the last cycle of his life and he needs to be resting or at least relaxing. You don't have to rest all the time because he can be out exercising and doing things, but it's not getting on a plane and traveling for hours and hours. Okay, now the next card says confessions. Okay, this may be worrying him. Unveiling, coming clean messages. Okay, now this may insinuate that maybe he's stressed out because of something that may be unveiled. Somebody coming clean, or maybe some messages that's going to get out there to the public about something he may or may have not done. Okay, so he's always worried and looking over his shoulder. Okay, and he's afraid of somebody's confessions. All right. Now, this card says distance, distance. And it also says separation, space, and blockage. Okay, now here's another word that may give us an indication. We've got the heart card, heart word that may insinuate a heart, and then now it says blockage. Okay, a blockage. Intuition. Okay, now you know Donald Trump has intuition because if he didn't have intuition, he wouldn't have been able to slide and get away with all the stuff he's gotten away with over the years. He's got good intuitive skills. Okay, that's one thing he has. This one says intuition. It says heart song. Or here's the heart again. Telepathy, inner knowing. So he knows he's sick. He's not stupid. um, Telepathy. He knows it. Um, Intuition, heart song. Okay, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking he might have already known he had heart issues. With that word blockage and then heart, he may have already known that. But and it may have been the case that they told him he might have need surgery because if you have a blockage, they want to do surgery. Um, some type of surgery, or maybe he's already had it. We wouldn't know. We wouldn't. They wouldn't tell us. But if he had major heart surgery, we would know it because he would be down for months, and he doesn't want that. He doesn't really like his job. I don't think, but he doesn't want to give that power over to JD Vance. He doesn't. I don't think he really even likes JD. Not too many people do, and him included. So I don't think he wants to give that power over to JD. So I think he may have known. Now this is for entertainment purposes only too. He may have known he needed surgery, but he's refusing. He didn't want to because he didn't want to stop, and he doesn't want to be recuperating for months. It takes you a while to recuperate from heart surgery. Oh, look at this. The cards are something else, aren't they? This one says open heart. Wow. I've never even used these cards like this before. I didn't even know what all of them said, but I knew they told, straight up messages. So what does it say? Open heart. So I'm thinking he needed open heart surgery. It's a possibility that they have told him that. Receptive, empathy, vulnerable. Okay, I think that's what he is. Donald Trump does not want to be vulnerable. He doesn't want to depend on other people. He likes to be his own man. He doesn't want to be sick and have people waiting on him. Um, he doesn't want to feel like he's vulnerable to anybody, not his wife, not his kids, anybody. Um, So I'm thinking when it said open heart. So I'm thinking that's what's wrong with him. He needed open heart surgery. That's a possibility that that could be it. And this is for entertainment purposes only. YouTube. All right. So I think this is maybe what he wants. He just wants peace. He's tired of everything. He's tired of his cabinet. He's tired of people around him. He's probably tired of his wife, just everybody. But anyway, peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. Now, the balance too could indicate that something is he's off balance. Um, he might just want to have his friends around. He may not want to meet with all these world leaders that he doesn't even know, and he has to have what they're saying interpreted and all that. He's tired. The man wants to go and do something enjoyable, like golfing. All right, now here's what he may be worried about, and I'm thinking this is true. He may be worried about loyalty. Are these people around him in this cabinet, this den of thieves, because he has a den of thieves around him, in my opinion. He's got the alcoholics, he's got the ex-drug addicts, he's got uh, just all kind of, people that hate folks to the point that, they almost like I won't say the name, but the one that started World War, what he didn't start it, but was in World War II in Germany. You know, them, he's got some of them, and it's those people are shisty, and they will stab him in the back in a minute. So he knows it too. He's not dumb. He knows it. He knows that they won't be loyal. So he's got a problem with trusting these people. It says reliability, believing, loyalty. He doesn't believe that they're going to be loyal to him. He looks for loyalty, but he doesn't trust these folks that he has put up under him. I can't really blame him. Okay, perspective. Here's what he wants. He says he'd be better off happiness, clear headspace. If you can see the picture, this looks like somebody on vacation. They're looking at the ocean, the peaceful waves. This is what he wants. He said, I'd be better off if I didn't have this job. I could be on vacation right now and not bother with all these people. This is how he's thinking. Okay, well, I'm going to draw a couple more, then I'll stop. This is giving us a pretty good picture. Okay, now here's what he's tired of. It says shocking, shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. There's a lot of terrible stuff going on. That the part of it he is responsible for, but I don't think he really knew the pushback was going to be so strong when it came to him. So he's tired of that. Okay, one more. Okay, two fell out. Okay, so let me read this one. Okay, this one says releasing, letting go, moving on, and walking away. This is what he wants to do. He wants to walk away. He wants to walk away because he's tired. He doesn't trust these folks. And then I think this one, it says mistakes. He realized he's made some mistakes. He's a businessman. He knows when he's messed up. So I think he's feeling kind of sorry for himself in a way. He's feeling like he's misunderstood and he's the victim. You'll hear him saying, he plays the victim a lot of times. A lost soul. So he's feeling a little bit sorry for himself. He may be feeling like, why in the world did I get myself into this mess? I could have been living my life, enjoying my latter years. I'm stuck with this stuff. And then I'm gonna let this be the last chord because it says releasing, letting go, moving on, or walking away. So I think this is what he's thinking about. And this is what we eventually may see him just letting go and walking away, moving on, giving it to the guy up under him. I have a nickname for him. I won't say it today though. I'll tell you another time. My nickname for JD. But anyway, he doesn't like him either. He don't like him. But he doesn't want to give up the reins to him, but I think eventually he may have to because he's just going to release it and say, you know what, I'm tired. This enough is enough. I'm going to let go. I'm moving on. I'm going to walk away. Okay, so this is what I got. This may be some of the things that are wrong with Donald Trump's health, but we'll see in the future. Okay, but that's what I got, folks. Love and light to all. Blessings. Bye.